Alright guys, Upagade's back for another video. Episode, I think it's 17 now. I've been doing 17 of these videos, god damn. So, we left off, where we left off, we're at the volcanic crater. Now, coming over here, you can get to an area, which we're going to do later. Probably last, because I hate it so much. Now, this thing lifts you up to the area I want to go, but it isn't activated yet. And you can only activate it when I think you have 72 power cells. Or something like that. So we're gonna grab a few power cells now. Now these guys have overall 4 power cells, and I'll let them explain what the hell they're doing.
Hey, Gordy, I think we got visitors.
You think, Willard? Howdy, strangers. Passing through? Us too. Well, we gotta be moving on. Nothing to see here.
I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth...
Willard!
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them?
What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey, how do you two geniuses expect to get that big gem out of here anyway?
Well, smarty pants, we got 12 more years of digging to figure that out.
Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too?
So let's give them 9 precursor orbs.
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
And there's number 1 off, I think 2 we're gonna get now. We'll come back to the other 2 later, when we have enough precursor orbs.
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
And then we have number 2 from these guys. Now, yeah, we have 71. And now I think about it, you may only need 70 power cells to get up to the top of... Okay, I've given it away now. To the top of the mountain. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. But I'm going to show something off here, which I don't have to show off, but I'm going to show off it quickly. Most people when they come to this area get confused on what the last 2 power cells are in this hub world. And they'll usually miss this scatfly as well. But if you grab the scatfly, continue, and there is an oracle here. So remember that if you have a ton of power cells, if you have a ton of precursor orbs now, you can go and get that stuff now. Only if you want to though. Again, I say always have 90 spare. The reason being is in this place you spend a lot of precursor orbs. I think you spend like 500, 600. At this point I kind of got lost a little bit, and I did not know where to go because I'm dumb. But again, if you talk to Samos and Kira at any of the hub worlds, they'll talk to you and tell you about little missions they want you to go do and stuff. I think this is the first hub world where platforming is kind of a necessary thing, because it's super dangerous. Because obviously, since we're in the red eco, you would think red eco means red, and red means fire. And fire means lava. That's my maths on that one. But now, if we go near this...
I've reactivated the gondola. It can take you to Snowy Mountain. Use it whenever you want.
She'll say she's got it working, so let's go up in the elevator. Gondola. Whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. This is the place I said I get lost a lot in. I got lost in it as a kid, because there are some places where you just don't remember where you are. But it's not that hard. It's hard to lose yourself. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say, like, you don't often get lost here. Also, lurkers have now developed this skin. Also, that enemy we just killed, I'm gonna call them an ice golem. They're kind of stupid enemies. I'll go over that later. Also, if you get rid of all these blue ring things, it helps you out a bit. That's all I'm gonna say. Now that red eco just there, you will need that for something very important we're about to do. Now, as you can see, we have these lurkers here, and we have this little thing. I call it lurker hopper. I don't know what it's actually called. When you field the lurkers, this guy will jump down. If you do not have red eco, you will not be able to kill him, because that shield will require red eco power to destroy, so you kind of need it. And that's all that's up there. There's nothing else at all. This area is obviously a snowy place, and it seems kind of out of place since we just came from a fiery hub world. But you gotta think, this is a volcano we're technically in, and it'd be us on top. And there's our first death of, I think, this video. There you go. I'm definitely gonna make a death montage after we're done with this game. But yeah, it's not that hard, this area with platforming. Again, when you get the yellow eco, that vent will appear. The yellow eco activate switch thing, which we also need for the one power cell back in what's it called? Mountain Pass. That's it. Now every time you see a red eco vent, there'll be one of those shielded lurkers nearby. Now I don't get this guy yet, I get him later on, so don't worry, I am gonna get him, I just get him a bit later. Another thing which I was wrong about in another video was that, if you can hear my dogs, I'm sorry about that. Another thing which I said in a video, which I'm fairly sure I was wrong, was that Flut-Flut's never used again. I lied. We'll use Flut-Flut one more time. And this is definitely Flut-Flut's final use in the game. And as you can see, there's an open chasm. When you step on the switch, turn around, there are some platforms now. Now you want to rush over these platforms as fast as you can, because if you don't, the platforms are on a timer, and if you don't do that, the timer will go off, and you'll be screwed. Now I get this on my first attempt here. Usually you don't, but I'm pretty good with Flut-Flut. 69 precursor rules. There you go. So as you can see, it's not that hard. It's mainly just hopping and an assortment of platforms. But at the end, there's a power cell on it. So, Flut-Flut's last power cell. And with that, we'll lower this gate sort of a thing to this city sort of a thing. That will come in use later. But that was a 70-second power cell. Now technically we could actually finish the game at this point. With 72 power cells you can travel to the final area and beat this game. there we go. The ice golem, when you piss him off, actually develops a spiked body. And at that point, no matter what you do to him, he becomes pretty much invincible. Through here, you'll find this network assortment of things. Now, this is how you unlock the yellow vents, but I don't get very far in this video. I've actually died doing this my first... I've done a few runs doing this. But, we'll do this definitely next episode. So, until then, I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.